Hello and welcome Pisces to your April higher timeline message. So we're looking into what does your higher timeline feel like? Okay, so that's starting where you're at now. What's the next energetic shift? What will your experience be like? What will you be feeling? So I'm going to tap into this, and then we will also do an extended, which will be available in my Patreon extended videos only membership, which is linked below. I am buzzing, Pisces, okay? Keep in mind, yes, I can say, to release anything that doesn't resonate, of course. Never take anything that doesn't align with you. Check out your moon, rising, and Venus. Don't give your power away to readings because your timeline shifts with your free will choice. But I can tell you, Pisces, I am buzzing. I am absolutely buzzing. This higher timeline frequency energy, like, see my fingers? Like, I'm shaking, okay? Those of you that are Reiki healers or, you do intuitive work, you know what I mean when there's a huge kind of energetic download. It is so exciting, this higher timeline, okay? Starting out, we have the Nine of Wands energy. Okay, so the Nine of Wands energy is like the wounded warrior. You kind of prize yourself on being that warrior energy at times, Pisces. I know you're water sign, but you think about the emotional wounding that happens in our experience and how we can heal that and alchemize that. You've done a great deal of it, but you do pride yourself on being a warrior here. But with the Nine of Wands, the first thing I heard that on your higher timeline, you feel emotionally safe. You feel safe, okay? You are not putting energy into having to protect yourself from other energies. So you have surrounded yourself with wonderful people where you feel like you can let your guard down, right? Or you feel confident enough in your skill set that you don't feel like you have to constantly protect yourself, all right? That leads to the Page of Wands, excitement, freed up energy to pursue the passions and align with what's important for you. Okay, on this higher timeline, when you receive mail or you receive a phone call or you receive news, it's good. It's good news. It's exciting news. It's something that you have started to, kind of get the ball rolling on. And that momentum is created here with that Page of Wands because you're not spending so much time and energy having to protect your energy or protect, hold yourself back or keep that wall up. We also have the Page of Swords. You're exploring new topics that interest you, that you're called to explore here, okay? Some of you, this could have to do with travel, with nature, anything that interests you. You're picking up and you're reading your books. Not only are you reading your books, but you're finding a wonderful place outside to read your books. So you're out in nature listening to the sound of the birds as you are taking in new knowledge, new information, studying new skill sets, okay? Then we have the star energy here, Pisces, which is about your wish fulfillment. It's also you having faith, accepting and trusting and letting go of that which doesn't serve you. Okay, the star energy comes after the Tower, so after a great change. So you might have gone through a great change on this timeline, and now it's healing, it's wish fulfillment. You feel this sense of connection with star family. You feel the sense of connection with your soul self, with your wish fulfillment, with hope for your future, okay? You feel far more excited here. Then you have the Ace of Cups. You're fulfilled, okay? You are fulfilled. You're living a life of fulfillment. You're surrounded with love. Not only are you surrounded with love, you're so filled with it that it's pouring out around, to others around you, to the spaces and places around you. You're a conduit of love on this higher timeline, okay? And it's because you're living in such a fulfilling way with that Ace of Cups. Some of you too, you've done a great amount of, that emotional wounding was coming up. So you've done a great amount of healing. So you feel very whole and fulfilled. You're almost giving like Empress vibes here, but it's cosmic Empress vibes because we have the star and look, the Queen of Cups. Okay, so some of you too, it's this download of a new gift. You're able to hold more energy. You're able to channel more energy. You're able to pour this unique frequency that you have into what's important for you, right? Again, Queen of Cups, incredibly sensitive. And I had this conversation with somebody that said, I heard you're too sensitive. That was the statement. And I said, actually, when you're sensitive, you're accurate because you feel things so deeply that you can't ignore what others can. And that's it here too, with that Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups too. It's like intuitively you're on point because your clairsentience is so strong. But you're also this incredible conduit for transmutation, right? Because you have the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So you're living a life by your design. You're feeling safe. You're fulfilled. You have free time to be able to explore the topics that you want to explore, to work on the gifts and abilities that you want to, and skill sets that you want to explore. You're also opening up more opportunities for you to align with experiences that you'd like to have in this lifetime. Okay? With that Page of Swords and the star energy, I'm seeing that where you're very inspired, you're getting all these ideas. Some of you are creators, right? Maybe some of you are writers with that Page of Swords. You're very inspired, but there's also this sense of you thinking about like, I wonder what it would be like to live in a castle, right? And you start to manifest opportunities to like go live in a castle, go experience that on a holiday or something like that. So like, especially for those of you that are writers, you get to actually explore some of those experiences before you write about them. Maybe travel to some of those places before you write about them. So there's that coming through here. Some of you are also interested in astral travel. There are all these different spiritual skill sets you want to explore, and that's something that you're doing here. Others of you, it's like you've been wanted to, desiring to be a healer or to focus on your skills as a healer, and that's something else that's coming through. Many of you are opening up more of the heart space, which is helping a higher frequency to shift in here. Okay, on your higher timeline, with that Five of Pentacles energy, the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands, on your higher timeline, you are the chosen one. You are not the one locked out of the experiences or, opportunities that are for your highest and greatest good. You are the chosen one here with the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands, and you're inspired. And you also look on opportunities or certain experiences where maybe you felt rejected, and you're realizing, well, that was toxic for me, or that would have been draining for me, and you're accepting that and you're just letting that go because it's for you is a absolutely yes, right? And you're getting to experience that, and that's why there's this excitement. Now, what's really interesting too is you have in the energies for kind of the locations, you have the library, book collection, reading nooks, research, and resources. And that totally aligns with the Page of Swords for you. So expanding your knowledge, reading more, writing more, spending time in the library. Maybe that's what you want to explore is different libraries. We have the forest, dense canopy, nature sanctuary, forest floor. Some of you, that's, you want to go read in the forest, be aware of your surroundings always, right? But like you have this sense of like certain locations, spaces, and places where you want to, spend a lot of your time because it's rejuvenating for you, right? Or maybe you want to explore the forest because you're writing about the forest. Maybe you're concerned about the future of libraries, so you're spending time looking into that, right? But there's this sense of you wanting to make things better, okay? Because we have the hospital, medical care, treatment center. So some of you too, you could be nurses, right? That could be the healer energy, right? But you want to improve things here, okay? You want to make things better. Many of you, you are natural healers, and that's something that you're exploring there. But some of you could work at a hospital. And then we have the winding path, curving trail, twisting route, meandering passage. So some of you are really excited for the adventures and exploring, and that kind of mirrors like the forest energy, like spending more time in nature, getting out walking more, not spending, what I see a lot here, Pisces, is you in nature, you very grounded, you spending time very presently in the spaces and places that you're around or that you're in. So some of you, it might be like, this is what I feel like I am around like the public, right? Or around people. Then you're balancing that out with spending time in the forest to rest, recharge, rejuvenate, or in the library to read your favorite books or research your favorite topics. Expand your knowledge. Some of you, again, you might be, in school training you might be going to medical school here, right? But you're kind of trusting in your journey. You're very excited about it, okay? We also have bravely market your magic, and that's something that you're tapping more into within your heart space. Some of you might have been tapped in more with your ego, but you have healed and balanced that. And now you're able to bravely market your authenticity, your magic. Like there's something about you experiencing here, like choosing to explore these topics that you want to write about, or you just desire, your soul desires to explore here. With Bravely Market Your Magic, you know, you're authentically you, and so you're in alignment, so you're high frequency. And then we have stop, drop, and ground. So making sure that you're grounding, you're planting the seeds, you're taking, you know, the steps forward that are important for you to take, okay? And the other message that we have here is restore balance. And this is something that's happening within your experience. Look at that cute hedgehog. I just noticed that. But you have this wise feminine energy, kind of goddess energy within you here. You might have felt like your life was out of balance, but on this higher timeline, you are restoring balance. Maybe some of you, you know, it's for supporting nature. Some of you, the spaces and places that you're working in, or even just walking into, are alchemizing, okay? And maybe that's why you're called to the forest or nature, because that helps you to transmute, that helps you to align with your natural frequency. But let's see the restore balance message, and then we're going to go into the extended. This is so exciting. Okay. Okay, balance. Nature depends on it. Yet for many women, balance is a juggling act of all life's demands. It can be exhausting, but true balance comes from listening to soul and putting yourself in the center of its wishes. Self-centered are the most gorgeous words on the planet when they describe a woman listening to her own soul and acting on its directives. For when soul is allowed to create its version of a balanced life, wild woman rises. All right, that's where I'm going to leave it. Receive what aligns. If you're leaving me here, thank you so much. I hope this inspired you. If you're joining me, then that link is below for the extended videos only. We're going to look into your love life, get another layer into this. I can't wait to dive in. So thank you so much. Take the best care, and I will see you soon.